Between 1999 and 2003, I had the privilege and pleasure of serving with Winnie Ewing in the Scottish Parliament. And I'd just like to make a few remarks from a personal angle, if you like.
Yeah, yeah.
My parents, as some members present know, were small farmers. My father was a small dairy farmer in Easter Ross, and in the late 60s, he and my mother established a small cheese business, which my brother still runs today, enough for the family advert. But in the late 60s, they ventured south of the border and took a stand at the food fair at Olympia. And my mum and dad wrote to all the MPs, the Scottish MPs in this place, and asked them to come and maybe visit the stand and to see what the cheese tastes like. Only one took up the invitation and came, and that was Winnie Ewing. Wow. And my parents never forgot that. It meant a huge amount. Later, my father died. Too young he died. And the letter that Winnie wrote to my mother was remarkable. I have it yet. It's a treasured, treasured letter, which I will never part with. I trust my children and grandchildren never will either. It meant so much to my mother. So what I'm saying, Mr. Deputy Speaker, is that this lady, she transcended party politics. She cut right through to ordinary folk in Scotland. And that was a tremendous strength and a rare strength, and something that I pay tribute to. And I think, too, of the Durness Highland Games in northwest Sutherland. Winnie was a regular at the Durness Games and was very fondly received by the local folk. I can tell you, she was much loved, and they were really charmed that she came to the Games as often as she did. Again, it was a great pleasure to have a small dram with Winnie at the Games, and her one evening, in fact, we maybe had one too many, but Winnie decided that I was her favourite Liberal. Now, I was extremely worried because I thought this might totally destroy my career, and so I made sure all copies of the Northern Times, which referred to this, were suppressed and never came anywhere near here. But I took that as a great compliment, and it was meant very, very kindly indeed. If my parents were alive today, they would be very sad that Winnie's no longer with us. I am very sad that she's no longer with us. As I say, Mr. Deputy Speaker, she transcended party politics. She was way above that. It was an enormous privilege to have known her. I thought that her hard working, her attitude, her sincere approach was really something to behold.